From releasing one film in a year to three, Marvel's back at full force in 2025 after only really releasing one major project in 2024 with Deadpool and Wolverine last year. And their first project of the year is Captain America: Brave New World, a film that is more of a sequel to The Incredible Hulk and Eternals than anything else. Hulk villains, Hulk storyline, and an unserened Captain America and Sam Wilson, which is a little strange. However, that's not to say that the film was terrible. Of course it wasn't amazing either, but to expect every Marvel movie to be phenomenal would be unfair, considering that wasn't the case before Endgame anyway, and now people seem to place an unrealistic standard on these films. For me, this is like Iron Man 2. Fun and enjoyable, but nothing too crazy. But does that make it worth it? Let's find out. I'd argue that the performances are worth it. Everyone's good, and our main actors with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford are easily the best in the film. What's weird to me though is Ford in a Marvel film. He's just one of those high profile actors that I never expected to see in one of these films, despite having previously done franchises. But he was good, as you'd probably expect. He commands the screen whenever he's on it, giving an exceptional performance as Thunderbolt Ross, replacing William Hurt after he tragically passed away. Ford proves yet again that he's good at his job and convincingly portraying the Red Hulk as well. Then again, all you've got to do is ask him who shot first out of Han and Greedo, and he'll go nuts like the Red Hulk anyway.
I bet you have.
And Anthony Mackie is really good as Sam Wilson and Captain America. He cements himself in the role with full confidence, and while he may not be Steve Rogers, I think that's the point. As the cameo in the film says, Steve gave people someone to look up to, and Sam gives them someone to aspire to be like, because he's not a superhuman. He doesn't take the serum. He's a normal guy who's become a hero, and Mackie gives a great performance portraying that normal hero. He's well worthy of the mantle in my opinion. But the story is kind of what's strange to me. It focuses so heavily on being a sequel to storylines from The Incredible Hulk, with Hulk villains as well as Eternals finally addressing the Celestial, with a treaty being formed between countries so that they can all study it. It's kind of interesting. In the background of all this, the leader pulling the strings, causing Ross to eventually become the Red Hulk, testing his anger levels and patience. And the film was structured as if it's building up to the Red Hulk reveal, and this would be a great reveal if you had no idea it was coming. However, the issue is the Red Hulk final third is like half of the marketing, and so instead of wondering if it will happen, you're just waiting for it to happen, which makes the reveal of it actually happening very underwhelming. But I do like what angle they were going for with the Celestial plotline. The leader, however, I found to just be an underwhelming villain. He makes Ross turn into the Red Hulk and ruin his reputation as intended, but Ross is still able to have the Celestial Accord put in place, and the leader also has no affiliation to Sam Wilson. Sam is the lead of the film, but he's never in any real trouble because of the villain. There's no connection between the two, and so I find it hard to care about him as a threat, because he isn't really one to our main character. The lighting and cinematography is fairly good, the action is actually really good, and the CGI on the Red Hulk especially is great. There's just a few shots of iffy green screen and weird blurs in parts of the frame, which is probably due to reshoots this film went through, but it can just be a little distracting at times, although it's nothing massive or a disgrace to film or Marvel, it's just a little off. And so if you're looking for a fun Marvel watch, this is 100% worth watching. Great action with a mostly interesting plot with a boring villain. It's one of those Marvel films that it's just average like Iron Man 2, inoffensive fun, and if you want that, go watch it. If not, give it a chance because you might be pleasantly surprised. I had fun, but that's it. Still, it was worth it for that and to see Harrison Ford in a Marvel film. 6 out of 10. Peace out.